You made a really good point about being the boss. So talk to me about being the boss of the 50 Boys. Like, was that what you lived by?
Oh yeah, I created them. I mean, you know, I created monsters, man. You know, Eric and Terry, I created monsters, man. The boys, man, they were young when I got them. They were like 14, 15 years old. And Meech and Derek, those two, they had the street already in them. Okay. Yeah. So they was hungry and they had their eyes. Meech was the first person that came to me. Okay. And because I used to ride up and down the street and he used to see me and he would wave, because I was the person to be waved at.
Yeah.
People always wanted to holler at me, So he cool with my nephew Kilo.
Okay.
He got with Kilo and told Kilo, man, when once you do an intro with your aunt, man, I need to get with him, man. And so Kilo, told me about it, and I said, man, bring him over to the house. Tell him to come to the house the next morning, man. And it was history from then. He was the first 50 boy. Okay. Yeah. And the thing got so overwhelming for him. He came to me and said, man, can I bring, my brother and my boy in? I said, man, you the loop for that crew, man. Let me talk to him, as long as they, with it, Because, like I said, I was picky about who I fucked with.
Yeah.
Okay? But, he brought him and I sat down with them as well and talked to them. And I said, okay, I told Meech, you in charge of them, and then we got to the point that it was we were molded so much like a family, I made sure every Sunday it was mandatory for us four to go to dinner down and issue, any problems or just to chop it up, eat and chop it up. You know what I'm saying? That was every Sunday we did that, and after that I took them over there to Northland to the mall and took them shopping, man. I was
You treated them right.
Like a father figure, uncle figure, however you want to say it, but I made sure that family value was stuck into those boys' heads, man.
So Derek was the third one.
Derek me.
Yeah. He's the one in this TV show?
He's B.E.V.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I feel like in the TV show it's more of a dynamic that he's like under Meech, but. So you'll say they was all together, like they all three started together.
In reality, see, okay, now we're going to talk about the movie.
Yeah.
Meech as the boss of everybody. Okay, but, okay, now, Meech was the lieutenant of the 50 Boys.
Yeah.
But they got him, but and don't get it twisted or nothing like that. Because the show is I love it. It's great. You can't take shit from 50. Okay, yeah. Do great shit, But the show is entertainment, man, and people got to know the difference between real and fake. Okay, and because man, some of the questions I get, man, that is ridiculous, man. I'll be like, are you serious? You asking me that shit? I mean. This is another thing. It's like these people nowadays, man. They live on this TV and this Hollywood shit, man.
Facts. That shit influences a lot.
Real, and it's not. You try to do that shit that you see on TV, take that shit to the street, you gonna get your ass killed.
That's a fact. That's a big fact.
So, but that's how on the series they got Meech, they got Meech like, when they just came out as the 50 Boys, but when I got with them boys, they didn't fuck with a triple beam, okay? I had to teach them from scratch. The family was, they didn't have no money. They was poor, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They came from a poor structure, but their mama and their father made sure they ate. But when they got with me, I definitely made sure the
You was
whole
eating.
family ate good. You know what I'm saying?
What type of like numbers was you bringing in back then to even be able to start a whole crew like that?
Numbers they was bringing back, man. They was on a bad day, you know, they was bringing like 15 stacks, man. You know, it is bringing about 15, you know, 35 stacks a day, man, on those 50s, man. You know, because I'm sure they had, because you had so many people that was calling themselves 50 boys back then.
But they wasn't really down.
I mean, well, see, Terry Meech and Derek, okay, I'm going to say, those were my 50 boys.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if they gave some people some work, those people considered themselves 50
boys too, yeah.
You know, they couldn't, you know, come to me. You know, nobody could fucking come to me. You couldn't come to me talking nothing to me about shit on the street. Okay?
Yeah, like, if you deal with, like, the only people you dealt with was Dunk 3. Everybody else was on their own type shit.
Hey, as far as the 50 boys, that's all I dealt with was love.
Yeah.
Okay. In the series, they got, they even got a woman working for me, KATO and all that.
Yeah.
There was no woman in none of my organization, none of my crew at all. Okay, the closest woman to that would have been Speedy and Yolanda. They were 50 girls because they used to cook for us and all that, and they used to hang on Bassett every day around the 50 boys and whatever. So when I say Bassett, that's where the street that my grandma, where I grew up on out there. Yeah. And that they were considered that they were the closest to 50 girls that there was out there. There was no women that walked into clubs with us. We walked out of clubs
with women. Why though? Was it just really because of that? Like, why was there none?
Why was it what?
Like, why was there no woman working for your organization at that time?
Because back then, as far as me, I didn't deal with women like that.
I feel you. Now it's a different time. The shit was all different.
You know, they didn't have a lot of women, you know, back then, you know, but I'm not going to say, now they had, it was a stream of women that were getting down.
Yeah.
But I didn't, you know, have no women in my crew that I was giving work to or nothing like that. Okay, that was doing anything like that. You know, the closest person that was fucking with my money was my wife at the time.
Understandable.
That was the only, you know. Other than that, it was no woman taking no bags or nothing like that, nothing. So, but you know, Hollywood has to get your attention to keep watching.
Exactly.
Okay? They gonna do their spin on what they do, okay, to make you sit at the edge of your seat and watch this show, okay? But again, I love it. You know, it's winning. I'm winning.
Exactly. You know? Like, facts. Do it. The question everybody wants to know is the character Lamar. Is he based on somebody? You told me the 12th Street Boys was actually based on another crew. Is Lamar real?
Lamar is based on that. Yeah, a person out there that I was beefing with, which is Layton. Okay, and yeah, he's a bizarre character.
I know that's Hollywood like.
Okay, the 50 Boys inherited that beef.
Yeah,
because Lamar is older than me.
Oh, okay.
And so when I was out there, like I said, when I first came out there, he was one of the motherfuckers that I was out there fucking a bag up. So he been from the rip. Me and him started beefing in the early 80s, man.
Yeah.
You know, when I first came out there, you know, straight out of high school, you know, we was beefing because I was fucking his shit up, you know, and he claimed that he had, like, I don't know if you seen his interview. It just blew my mind. And,
I didn't.
Man, You know, he was calling me. He said, I don't know who the words he used. He think he's the notorious, and the guy had to tell me like he couldn't even say my name.
Facts.
He didn't even say my name, right? And then the interviewer asked him, well, who was the 50 boy? And he said, Pop. Pop was in the 50 boy.
So y'all had like real static, like that shit is to this day still like.
That real static, man. The guy, they got him as like every time we seen this dude, you know, we had issues, man. But it wasn't like that because I would laugh at the dude, man.
Yeah.
Because he even said that I had to get permission from his people to come to my wife's funeral in 06. Okay, I wasn't even in the game in 06.
Exactly,
okay?
you was already done.
Now I was doing construction in 06. I've been out the game for, man, I want to say 6 years, okay? I've been out the game, okay? And he talking about I needed permission to come to my town, which is still my town. Permission from who? He said that I put the town in cars with tinted windows. And I would see him, and I would creep down and back up when I see him and keep doing it. And I'd be like, damn, if he thought that was me in the car, why didn't he engage?
Exactly.
It's like the killer. Why you let me talk to you like that? Okay? So that was some bullshit, you know? So I don't know what I think he's mixed up. Like he said that 12th Street was his street and all this shit. He talking about in the 70s.
Yeah.
Okay. I was still in New York.
When you came back, you took over.
I took that shit over in the 80s.
I mean, it's like he could play into that role though because the show really got him looking like the boogeyman. You know what I mean? Like,
but sure, they got him looking. Man, hey, he was, but dude was. he did some weird shit, man. Like he did tracksuits with gators on the street with 2 bull masters.
Nah, that's different.
That's different as hell because I ain't never seen a nigga with a tracksuit gators on back then. I don't know what they're doing now with it, but a tracksuit and
with gators
and 2 bull masters, and he be walking. I'll be like, this nigga, and I'm saying, because this, you know, East Southwest River Rouge, that's a small area, so everybody knew everybody.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I was seeing him, man, and I was just laughing at the dude, man. But they got like we was running from them and scared, and we would have shootouts for corners and all that shit. I ain't deal with no corners, man.
Facts. Nah, that's how I got it looking though. But I'm glad that's why I'm glad you up here.
Yeah, I didn't deal with no corners and shit like that, man. So, you know, and then he got they got the 12th Street boys working for him.
Facts. He was like the boss.
Yeah, and that was my crew. That was my crew. Then he had Pop, Tavio, my lieutenant, none of them, Steve, Jay, none of them dudes worked with that man. You know, so Hollywood is Hollywood, man. Like Facts. I said, take nothing away from that. I'm not going to take away from that, man. So, you know, it is what it is. That's how they going to play it. It's good, you know. I'm going to keep watching it. I love the show.
Nah, it's cool. Yeah, facts. I fuck with it. It's like, I ain't going to lie, it's the hottest shit on TV right now. Like,
entertaining and it's damn amusing to me. So,
do you feel like you was do you feel like you should have been involved with it at any point?
Of course I do. I think you know, I would have got a better deal, you know, as far as, you know, in the show. It would have been, you know, told better if I would have some say so in the writing of it. Yes, of course. You know, because he would have been more realistic.
Okay. Because I know they got like T is involved with it. They got the little sister involved with it. I think T's son is involved with it. Obviously, Lil Meech is acting like
all that, you know. But back then, you know, Meech's sister, she was young. You know,
Yeah.
she was a baby, so she really, didn't know, about what was really going on. But people, and I'm not for nobody for, if they see a door and they open it, there it is.
Yeah, facts.
Get your bid.
Or
Get your money for that shit. Do what you do.
yeah. You feel like my fault. You feel like the dynamics that they show between Meech and T and they family, like, is that accurate? Because I feel like the movie kind of shows like it's going down a path that T and Meech is gonna be beefing with each other.
Yeah, that's what it looks to me like. It already shows like a separation.
Yes, it's showing it real early. Like, did it happen that early?
That kind of like, damn, they showing a separation already.
Yeah.
How they, with D-Mick, all that. It's showing us something like, damn, next season's going to be really hot, man, because it's like T is not going to be there. They got you thinking, T is gone. He's going to be, they're already going to be separated,
Yeah, exactly.
And so I don't know how that's going to turn out, but like I said, the family, how they got, let me say this, Meech's story, okay? So you can't tell them how to tell it. This is Meech's story, and I respect him, and to this day, I love for him and T, all them boys, okay? Well, I still talk to them, so we good. So this is Meech's story, man. He told me this. We was corresponding with each other, man. This was like before the show came out.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of years before it came out, when they was in talks and it was going to just be a movie. Okay, then they changed into the series. So I said, man, so what's up with this movie? He said, ED, I'm gonna tell you just like this, man. It's gonna be my story, and because I taught this man, so I know what I'm hearing through these words that he's saying. I know what it was going to be about.
Yeah.
I knew what it was going to be about. It's Meech's story.
Mm-hmm.